Hello guys, and welcome to my channel Home Style Cooking, and my name is Azar, and I will be talking you through how to make this lamb leg, which is a very common Mediterranean dish. So we've got this lamb leg, we've got the incisions done on both sides. As you can see, it's a quite juicy looking lamb leg. To complete this dish, I've got these spices on the side which we will use for marination. So let me talk you through quickly what we're going to be using. So we got 2 tablespoons crushed chili, 2 tablespoons salt, 2 tablespoons cumin powder, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, and these are dried herbs, which includes oregano, thyme, basil, and I've used that to 1.5 tablespoon as well, and 1.5 tablespoon of turmeric. On the side, I've used 12 cloves, 4 green cardamom, 2 black cardamom, and 2 bay leaves, which we will grind it, and then we will marinate on top of the meat along with the spices. And to finish off the marination, we will use lemon juice and olive oil to marinate it properly. Apart from that, we will cook these 3 potatoes, onion, and bell pepper separately, just to finish off the dish completely. Otherwise, lamb leg on its own doesn't look that great. This gives a color to the dish, and it looks beautiful when you present it in the end. This is the second step of this process, how we're gonna marinate. So I will take these bay leaves, black cardamom, green cardamom, and these 12 cloves. That gives a special flavor on top of the meat, along with the powdered spices. We just have to make sure we're not making it too much grind, and we need to see a bit of all these spices. That's the third step of this process. As you can see, I've grinded all the oregano and the crushed chili. I've grinded now, and that's the paste. You don't want to make it too much paste, because it won't give that flavor to the lamb. The rest of the spices already I've added separately. Now it needs proper massaging. I left the garlic there, that will be inserted later in these insertions to give that extra flavor in the end. So now I can show you it needs proper massaging. I've added lemon to it as well. I can already smell the proper spices going in. As you can see, it needs a proper marination. Every inch of this lamb leg needs to be marinated properly. Make sure you wear the gloves, otherwise your hands gonna turn into multicolor spices. It's very hard to get rid of it. Now the other side, same thing. We have got enough of the spice, so you don't have to add any more. We're just gonna keep taking from here, keep rubbing in these incisions here. So make sure when it goes in the stove, and when it gets boiled properly, it gives a proper flavor with a nice succulent juicy lamb leg. So we are still massaging it properly. Make sure you don't leave any part of it. Just double check, pick it up properly. As you can see now, you see it's empty here, so we're gonna insert more. now it's almost done, and make sure you always do this top part as well. So now I'm gonna take that lemon which I left a bit and just rub all over the lamb leg. The other side, same thing. Now I'm satisfied. The lamb is fully covered with this beautiful spices. I can already smell. Can't wait to taste. That's gonna be another 4 hours before we start tasting. Okay, so that's our spices mixed properly. The herbs, you can see it looks so beautiful already. Now I'm gonna use these cloves. I'm gonna put in in these I'm saying cloves, it's the garlic that will go in the insertions here. As you can see properly, it needs to go in here. Make sure they don't escape, so they're properly inserted. Turn around, same thing. We have enough insertions here, one in each. That will do the job. There you go, all done. So that's the third stage of this process, all done and dusted. And now that will go in the fridge for an hour before we start our last process of completing this lamb. Now, as you can see guys, I'm just gonna dip this lamb leg in this boiling water. Make sure the water is not too much, otherwise it will spill out while it's boiling, so just leave it in. This leg is big, so we gotta just push in the opposite way. That's fine, because when it gets softer it's gonna go in itself. Now I'm gonna cover it. In fact, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil. And I'm gonna add half an onion and Turkish pepper to go with it. This onion is just to give the flavor, and this Turkish pepper to go with it, so it gives that infused flavor when we take it out. Now all we need to do is just cover it for a couple of hours, and we'll see you after 2 hours. So I'm using these vegetables which we will only saute. We don't have to cook it fully, because that will be going underneath the lamb when we serve it. So for that, as I showed you earlier in the video, we needed 2 potatoes, 1 onion and 1 bell pepper. I've cut the potato into this in slices, as you can see, very thin slices, and that pan is getting hot now. So now I'm going to pour half a cup oil. And these potatoes will just go, and make sure you wash these vegetables before, as we all know about this COVID-19 happening, so just make sure all the vegetables are washed before the use. So now I'm just going to put these vegetables in. The oil is already hot, that's why I've added straight away. Normally you have to wait. Make sure you separate them. So that's our 2 potatoes in fully. And make sure the flame is medium to high, not too high, not too low. It shouldn't take more than 15 minutes to make this dish. Now I'm just gonna show you quickly how to just cut the pepper. Just make sure you insert the knife in the middle, because what I'm trying to do, not to have the seeds from inside. There you go, that comes off. Okay, now you can make thin slices. Get rid of these seeds. Easier way to do it. And then just thin slices. Remember, I'm not a chef, so I won't be doing it very fine or with a knife. So remember, this is all home style cooking, so I'm not competing anybody. All I'm just showing you the easier way to do it, and what's the how we can enjoy restaurant food in house. So that's, as you can see now, we have got thin slices. So that's as it is, should go in. We're not going to cut any further. Just make sure they are long like this. Okay, it's all done. Get rid of these. Okay. Now onions. Just make sure you take out this skin, otherwise it gets slippery. And just one white onion, and make sure you cut it in a circle, because you need rings. We don't want very finely chopped onions. We need rings, which I will show you what I mean later. Okay. As you can see, these rings, that's exactly what we need. Okay, so that's done. So we just, while it's frying, we can add all together. Remember, this will go underneath the lamb when we are serving, to give a look. Okay guys, now after 5 minutes on the stove, as you can see, it's getting softer. So that's what we need to achieve. Just light saute these vegetables. Don't overcook it, otherwise you will lose the taste and all the nutrients in the vegetables. If you need to enjoy the vegetables, they have to be crunchy and to get the maximum taste and nutrients. So now I'm going to add spices in there, and they are simply, this is 1.5 teaspoon cumin powder. I'm using it just like that. I'm getting used to of it, so it's just a freestyle cooking, remember, and you guys need to get used to of it as well. And just 1 teaspoon crushed chili. Remember, you've added enough chili in the lamb, it doesn't have to be spicy. A bit of garlic powder, again 1.5 teaspoon. And 1.5 teaspoon of turmeric powder. And just to finish it off with, it's a bit of salt. Remember, don't add too much salt, just a half teaspoon, because the lamb has already got salt. So this will infuse very nicely. I can already smell nice infusion of garlic and chili. It's lovely. And then once we mix it fully, we're gonna put it on the stove for another 10 minutes on a low flame, so all the vegetables get soft and all the spices gets mixed up. And that should be it really about this vegetable. And then we can keep that aside and get on with the other ingredients. Okay, so now as you can see, it's fully mixed. Remember, don't overcook. And just to finish it off, I'm just gonna add a bit of water to give that steam while it's cooking, and I'm gonna cover it with the lid. Make sure the flame is slightly low. And just keep an eye on the vegetables, don't go away. That's another thing, when I cook, I stick to my kitchen and do other stuff. I've got my laptop here, I've got my phone, so I don't have no distractions while I'm cooking. Okay, now after 5 minutes, now I'm gonna just check the potatoes are done. And they're going inside clearly, so that means it's done. You can see, yep, they're soft yet crunchy. So that's the stage we need to achieve. So now I'm going to take this off. We'll take it out in the tray. Beautiful color. That's it. So that's the base of that lamb, where we're gonna put the lamb on top before serving. Okay, now you can see you know, the vermicelli or pasta cuts we call it. That's the desired color. Don't overcook it. Make sure it's not too much dark brown. And now it's, you know, I can smell the toasting flavor already. And now it's getting crispy. So now what we're gonna do is add some water. That's fine. Oh yeah. That's it. And in this we will add salt to taste. I prefer 1 tablespoon. There you go. So you can leave it on a high flame. Once it starts getting softer, then we will drain it. We've been boiling this for 2 hours, but what I did was I tried to do extra 1 hour to boil that lamb leg, if you remember. And look at that. And the reason I did it is, and if I touch this, look at that. Amazing. It's gonna go in your mouth. It's gonna melt like a cotton candy. Look at that. Look at this. Wow. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna transfer that in here. But before I transfer on the tray, because it's gonna go in the oven, so remember we did the saute vegetables with potato and onion, and so that is gonna go underneath. Now look at that beauty. This looks amazing, guys. I'm telling you, you need to try at home and tell me how is it. Because it's not difficult. Neither I've gone for professional training on this. You know, I've eaten, I've learned through this, and look at that. Just, you know, all these potatoes. This is the bed for the lamb leg. That's what I'm preparing. Soft and comfortable. There you go. Okay, now time for this lamb to go in. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that. Oh, lamb is already falling from it. Look at this piece. Whoa. It is heavy. But oh, look at that. Look at all that gravy. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put this gravy on top of that. Oh, look at that. That onion and pepper. Look at this. It's all caramelized onion. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at this. I'm just gonna put it like this. Oh god, it looks amazing. Guys, honestly, I'm surprised. Look at this. Can't believe that color, that caramelized onion, the smell. Oh, seriously. Now that, my friend, is a lamb leg. That will be served with rice. Okay, so and now we're doing our rice. So I've used the same pot because you know the taste is there, the aroma of the lamb where I've been boiling. So I'm gonna make the rice in there. Now the water is boiling. You can add 3 cardamom. You can add 2 bay leaves just to give a taste, and 3-4 cloves, and that's about it. So now you can see it's boiling. I can already smell it. There's a beautiful smell coming. I've used 3 cups of rice, which I've been you know, soaking it for last 3 hours. Now I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna just put it directly in there because the water is already boiling. So you can just make sure the water is boiling before you add the rice. Okay, lovely. We're going to add 1 tablespoon of salt. Remember, these things are to the taste. You can always add more if you want, if you make more, and it's up to you. As always, stir it and let it boil. And remember, this is not biryani, so we're not going to do 80% or 70% of rice. We're going to do 100% of the rice. We're going to strain the water, and once it's done, I'm going to put the pasta cuts, which I've done it earlier, but I'm going to show you how we're going to place it on the tray along with the lamb and the vegetables. That will be the last step of that video. Thank you. So see, this is our final look of the rice. So what I've done, I've added a bit of color, as you can see, yellow and red, to just give a, it looks nice when it's presented. And also I've added brown onion on top, so that is gonna give a lovely flavor of the onion. So now what I'm gonna do is, we're gonna start serving in this tray. So we're gonna take it out. As you can see, the rice is soft and that smell is amazing. What you can do, you can get rid of the bay leaf in the end, so it doesn't come in your mouth. It just gives an awkward taste. It was just for flavor. Look at that color. It's giving a lovely texture to the rice. So that's about it. So we're gonna leave the rest if it needs more. Just this to leave the color on top. That's it. Now we're gonna add in terms of the preparation, so that's how we're gonna put the things on top. So I'm gonna use the spoon here. You can look at this. That will go on top of the rice first, as you can see. My God, that looks mind-blowing. You guys need to try this for sure. This is my signature dish now. All that caramelized onion, potato, that juice is giving this special smell. It's amazing. So remember, it's all home style cooking. Freestyle. My aim is for you guys who do not know how to cook, should be able to do it, and I'll be so happy if you guys can do it without any training or anything, by just looking at my video. If you follow the steps, you will definitely achieve this, because it's not difficult at all. It looks that it's got lots of things, but actually when you do it in one go, it's not too long. That lamb, sauce is giving a lovely texture to this lamb. Look at that, it's already coming out. Wow, I didn't even touch that. Wow. Right, so that is done. Our sauté vegetables, and then in the end, that, my friend, the lamb leg will go on the top. Look at that. Now that is a lovely lamb leg with sauté vegetables and colored rice at the bottom. That's how you should finish with style. And thank you very much for watching the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video. Thank you.